Hi, my name is Ari and I'm your local McGraw-Hill consultant for Southwestern College. Your instructor and I have collaborated to come up with your course materials for the spring 2017 semester for personal health. Today, I'll be briefing you on Connect and SmartBook, where you'll be accessing a portion of your assignments for this semester. We're going to talk about some best practices for running the program. We'll get into the registration process and the resources that are available to you, SmartBook in particular. We'll talk about your purchasing options and then wrap things up with technical support. To have the smoothest experience possible in Connect, I personally recommend running one of these three web browsers. If you have a Mac at home, Safari is fine. Beyond that, Firefox or Google Chrome come recommended. Please note that we ask you to refrain from running Internet Explorer when accessing Connect. Internet Explorer updates a little bit too rapidly from McGraw-Hill, and it can create an un-user-friendly experience. Connect is a software program, and like other software programs, it has a tendency of slowing down when other programs are taking up too much space in your web browser. So I ask that maybe once a month, just clear the cookies in your web browsing history on your internet browser so that you can ensure ample room for the program to run. Your required course materials for this semester is Incel Roth, Connect Core Concepts in Health Brief, the 14th edition. It's important to understand that Connect assignments will be taking up a certain percentage of your grade this semester, and that your instructor is requiring Connect for this course. Luckily, you can access the book and your assignments from a tablet or any computer, and Connect tends to be half the price of a printed book. We'll get into purchasing options in a bit. Registration is pretty straightforward. You're just going to log on to your campus Blackboard and locate your personal health course, whatever your instructor has decided to title the section. There will be a folder on the left-hand side of the toolbar that contains your Connect assignments. As you can see, it would be right around here. Click on that folder and you'll find a list of icons very similar to what you see here. Click on any one of the icons to begin the registration process. You'll be asked to enter an email address, and I recommend entering your school email address or one that you'll remember, just so you remember when you're registering. Hit submit and everyone will be brought to a screen very similar to what you see here. If you've already bought your course materials at the campus bookstore, then you already have an access code on you. For those of you who don't know, the access card is very simple. It's a rectangle piece of paper with the book logo and code on it. You'll enter that access code in the space provided in the left. As you can see, it's highlighted on the screen, and then you'll hit submit. You'll be asked to create an account, and then off you go. Another option is to buy your access code directly through McGraw-Hill by clicking Buy Online. It'll ask you to enter credit card information and you'll be prompted to continue registration after that. Now, for those of you who aren't sure you are going to stay in the class, maybe you work full-time or you're trying to get your finances in order, you have an option to begin your 2-week free courtesy access at any time. I recommend that you all do this as soon as possible because everybody gets the free courtesy access. That way you won't fall behind on any assignments and you'll be right up to date with the class. At the end of the 2 weeks, you'll need to make a decision. Purchase the code, drop the class, or whatever alternative you and your instructor arrive upon. Everyone will create an account in Connect, first name, last name, email, password. You may have to answer a security question or two, and then you're all set. If you're the kind of person that would prefer to have a book in front of you, like a physical book, you have the option to upgrade to a loose-leaf textbook at any point in time during the semester. McGraw-Hill will mail a loose-leaf copy directly to your home for a small fee, and standard shipping applies. So I mentioned SmartBook earlier. SmartBook is a study tool designed by McGraw-Hill for student success. SmartBook highlights what you specifically need to read, what you need to study, and what you need to learn to ensure that every minute you spend in SmartBook is returned to you as the most value added, or what we like to call the high impact minute. And it's powered by LearnSmart. More simply put, it's our adaptive ebook. Imagine that you had a book that interacted with you and walked you through the chapter with questions and highlights. That's what SmartBook is. It's your very own personalized tutor. So how does it work? As you read, LearnSmart modules will pop up and ask you questions based on the learning objectives set by your instructor within each chapter. You'll have a question, as you see here, an answer set that usually comes in the form of multiple choice, short answer, matching, or fill in the blank. And then LearnSmart is going to ask you to assign a cognitive rating to your response. It just wants to know how confident you are. This is not a quiz. It's not something you're being marked down on if you have no idea or you're not sure. So this is the confidence bar right down here. LearnSmart is then going to be recirculating these questions at the most opportune moments. When you see that information again, it's more likely to move from your short-term memory to your long-term memory, where you can recall it during a stressful circumstance such as an exam. Based on your performance on the LearnSmart modules, SmartBook is now highlighting the corresponding passages in the embedded e-text. You'll note that some passages are highlighted in green, some are grayed out, and some are highlighted in yellow. Green means go. It means that you've mastered the concept. Yellow means slow down. We would like you to reread, maybe just the passage here and not the entire page. You'll answer a few more questions as you continue through the chapter to build a greater foundation of this topic, and then it will turn to green, and then you can move on to the next passage. The passages that are grayed out, it just means that they're not tied directly to a question in a LearnSmart module. You can also turn off the highlighting feature through the highlighting icon in the lower left-hand corner, which is right here. I personally have taught with Connect, and my students loved it, so I really hope you do too. Okay, moving on to the last slide, tech support. In the event that you experience an issue in Connect or SmartBook, recall what I talked about earlier regarding your internet browser. If you're still experiencing issues, you can call tech support at 800-331-5094. Note their hours of operation. In the event that an agent is either not able to solve your issue or the issue reoccurs, they're going to provide you with a case number. And it's very important that you write the case number down, because in that circumstance, you can give the case number to your instructor, who can then give it to me to try to get that problem solved. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you all the best of luck in personal health.